And for those of you wondering, yes, I will actually be watching this from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0, go! I'm actually kind of pumped up for this because I don't think I've seen a surfing anime before. So my expectations going into this one are going to be relatively high. Gotta admit, the water effects don't look that bad. Many of them actually look pretty good. Alright, promising sign. Oh snap, already starting out with the sticks, mentioning things like world competition, alright. Kind of, even though yes, you can tell that the surfers' bodies are CG by the distance shots, it doesn't look that bad. It's when it's close up though where the CG is really noticeable. I do like how when it's an extreme close up though, it's studio hand drawn. Goodness. Wait, I thought for a second that was gonna look like Rem from Resurrection. Oh, it looks kind of like Atsume Miku, straight up. When it comes to like the design on the surfboard. Probably a mix of both. Because I don't think you can do surfing straight up just based on calculations because of the unpredictableness of nature. But simultaneously, you can't do it based on just instincts either. Those are the justice. Oh man, okay. I already love the narration from the man talking in the background. He's definitely always having fun. There, the CG does look a bit plastically. At least the close-up hand-drawn is actually beautiful. It's just again. Okay. Actually, I like the splash effect. Even though it's CG, it looking freaking good. So pretty much the water CG is pretty nice. But when it's like, say, a medium shot on the CG human model or a faraway shot, it's noticeable. I'm assuming going by how... I think it's got the touch. And I will give it some credit. There is actually some legitimate crowd animation. And it's actually moving pretty well. Alright. Solid signs. I've seen in way too many freaking anime involving sports where you have the crowds cheering and it's either animated like crap, it's a still, or awkward CG androids in the background. Thankfully, the series doesn't do that. So for that, give it some credit. At least when it comes to like the first 3 minutes, there's been more positive signs than negative signs. Mages. I wonder if it's the studio involved with the 2D animation or then it's a Sasashi production. Just wonder if this is gonna show everything before that major comment. Oh, it's looking cute. Aww. It looks like a corgi. Aw, fucking adorable. Gotta admit though, I do like the music. So it was nice seeing Master and Doggo just to bond with each other. Always puts a smile to my face. Oh. Maybe it wasn't fed properly, or maybe it senses something is off. Oh. Yeah, Napo, it look good. So I'm just going by this is probably going to be maybe the first time he's going to have a desire to surf himself. It's only going to be my guess because I don't think they'd have a slow-mo with the reflection of that man on his eye for no reason. That's how it usually works in sports animes too. Like, and not just sports animes, even idol animes, where you have an amazing performer. Main character looks at the amazing performer and be like, "I want to do this for the rest of my life." That's how it usually goes. Which, even though yes, that's something you see in a lot of series, it's the type of cliche that actually works if I'll implement it correctly. That is. Okay. I had a feeling this is going to be it. Because they wouldn't have given all that extravagant animation and that beautiful slow-mo if it wasn't going to be something character defining. God, man, actually, if you had multiple people in the background, hell, even the classmates in the classroom have uniquer character designs than, say, your conventional anime. Alright. Again, pretty solid animation work. Well, class is about to start. He's going to have to keep that question. He's going to have to keep those questions when the class is over. It's probably going to be the blondie with the blue eyes. Who else could it be? Or no, I could be wrong. But that's how it usually goes in sports animes. Just watch. Or it could be someone else entirely. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be trying to throw a curveball at me. It's okay. Is it? Oh. I fucking called it! I mean, who else was it gonna be, though? I mean, once you start watching, like, fuckloads of sports animes. Well, not even just that. I mean, I saw all the non-sequel, non-spin-off animes for the spring, summer, fall 2020 anime season, and I'm pretty much watching all the 2021 winter animes that are non-sequel, non-spin-offs. And 99 out of 100 times, whenever you see a badass character introduced that's a similar age range as the main protagonist, they're probably going to be the transfer student. That's how it usually works. That's what I was able to call it. It's like you see enough animes and you just know that some things are going to happen right before they happen. I wonder what, actually, that is a good question. Why would he be there unless maybe he's visiting family or some of nature? That is some pretty dang good English right there. It is. And it applies to anything too, not just show business. It applies to sports where if a person's injured, the show must still go on, and you gotta make do what you got left. And even towards working too, where if say someone's missing in a job, you're gonna have other people making up for the lack of production from one end due to missing some of your coworkers. That does apply to a lot of different facets in life. I like how our poor boy's just trying to like pitch in and get his attention. But hey, you know what? I like that hustle and that type of effort. So you know what? That puts a smile to my face. Fantasy Island. Quite an interesting name for a surf shop, but okay. Well, I should say a surfboard shop. There you go. That's the proper term. My bad. It's probably trembling because he's really taking a fancy to surfboarding. That's why. That means he truly does give a shit. I'm already shooting a shot. All right. Hmm. I mean, if Masaki is there, you should also consider buying a surfboard from Silfwise at it too. Because if he's already taking an interest in that, he might as well get a head start. I wonder what I was about to make it just saying. I wonder what he means by other things. Understandable. But hey, you could just learn a bit of tricks when it comes to swimming. It could probably only take. God, that's pretty fucked. Okay, that's pretty fucked up right there. That's like taking someone's dirty clothing and just throwing it into the freaking driveway for everyone to see. That actually is some bitch that is freaking broken like that. What the hell? I can only hope our boy gets some respect so that he stop. So that they stop calling him Corgi doll. Cause he seems like a sweet dude. And I always love the underdogs like him, where they just prove all the naysayers completely wrong. That's also something I really love about sports animes. Oh boy, always trying. Always trying to like insert himself into the conversation somehow. Ah. And it's not fun to see someone who's on the phone. Oh, the fucking oh, it's a fucking cute seeing that dog eat that snack. Oh, it warms up my heart. Gotta admit, it all looks pretty dang gorgeous. Makes me want to go just outside and swim, even though there's like no ocean, no river, no body of water in the area I live in nearby. Makes me just want to go to my nearest swimming pool. Well, it would normally if there wasn't a pandemic going around, because if there wasn't a pandemic going around, I would be like wanting to go to my nearest pool the following day because in the area I live in it's fucking nighttime right now. Damn, just weird as if that thing is part of his body. Probably because Sho's a badass when it comes to surfboarding. His performance is probably awe-inspiring, at least in comparison to all the other people that Masaka has seen in the past. That's going to be my assumption. Shouldn't he learn how to swim first though? Because if he if he's not capable, he could die. Like no joke. Just like a few stray waves, and he could drown. But then again, he's young, and youngins do take some unnecessarily stupid risks sometimes. Not to say I took unnecessarily stupid risks when I was younger, but I did do sometimes less than optimal things when I was younger, which I'm not going to delve into that much, but yeah. But honestly, though, I think they're playing it too dangerously. Though they should give the boy first some swimming lessons and then let him surfboard. I feel it's too risky. Huh? Where did you show up from? Davy always like throwing aims towards like the women he sees. Doesn't even matter the age. What is he some kind of like celeb or something? And that's why she was startled? Or did you just find Show extremely dreamy with the handsome eyes? Okay. I mean, I wouldn't blame her for fancying Show. I mean, I'm a straight male, but Show's handsome as fuck. I ain't gonna fucking deny that. Huh. Now it looks like the tan friend is making a smile as if he's thinking love is blooming in the air between Sho and Tanaka. Yeah, I kind of feel like I kind of feel like doing this now. And it's actually nice seeing the protag actually own the basics too. Hmm. Hopefully he doesn't trip and fall. He probably will. There might be a chance he might though. Oh no. Okay, good. But these are just the basics though. It's when he has to, I don't know, shouldn't Show try to tell Tanaka to learn how to swim? It just feels too risky. I don't know, just something about seeing people go into the water when they can't swim kind of scares the hell out of me. Okay, I mean, if he did do that in the past, then yeah, he does earn the right to at the very least ask why he wants to actually learn how to surf. That's a good point. Okay, I understand that our main boy feels admiration for Show. But now it's starting to feel like there might be more than just admiration at this one, which, I wouldn't mind going that route. I've seen a good portion of Yaoi to gander where this could potentially go. I mean, yeah. Learning anything, even if it's, especially a physical activity, ain't good, it's never a walk in the park. Damn. I can only hope that Tanaka really takes that to heart, where if, say, he has fumbles while training, he isn't going to lose his self-confidence. Because that's the most important thing, too. When trying to perform anything new, you never get discouraged by the small failures. Because that's already when you're in a losing battle. Once you start being like, oh man, I can't achieve this. And things of that nature. Alright. I mean, I should let him take his time. It's not like your boy can swim. Just let him figuratively get used to the temperature in the room. And then afterwards, let him calm his nerves because any slight mess up can have some huge ramifications for him. I like the animation. I just wish though that when he dips his hands in water, you can see at the very least some droplets of water stick on his hand. But other than that, the animation looks good. Hmm. They haven't actually shown his father yet. Oh. Oh. I can't even hope his father's still alive though, because they didn't emphasize whether the father's still alive or not, because they haven't shown him off this episode yet. Hey, with this luck, you might. This is gonna actually be a really huge confidence booster. Finally, they're actually doing what I wanted earlier, where you're seeing some of the water, at least water drops, stick on their body. It's about they have like that far away shot to just show. Okay, CG there looks a bit. What the? Okay, the CG there looked a bit off when it does a close-up shot of him with like all the water droplets. It does look beautiful, but there again when it goes into the CG, it's hella freaking noticeable. It's immersion breaking. Because you go from detailed 2D character designs to 3D designs that feel. Honestly, they should have thought of all this shit earlier. That's what I'm saying. They should have Masaki learn how to swim first, and then have him ride his first wave. Okay, they're lucky he was able to get on his board. I gotta admit though, I do love that gambler's mentality right there. Right there. And that slow-mo does look pretty good. Aww. Oh, it's over? Oh, damn, that was quick. Okay. I gotta admit, I actually enjoyed the Wave Let's Go Surfing a good bit. Yeah, it does have flaws, though. I ain't gonna deny it. Let me start up by mentioning the good before I get into the bad, though. First, the good. If I were to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10. I think it's a smidge above average. But honestly, though, it doesn't stack up to like the animation titans of this season when it comes to sports animes. Obviously, SK8 Infinity was absolutely beautiful. Another anime that's also sports related that is also currently airing this season is Skate Leading Starts, and that was way more beautiful than this. And no, even the short animated series called Cap Kakumi Bottleman, another sports anime, looks better than this. So as far as sports animes go, this series isn't in the upper echelon, but I'm not going to put it in the lower echelon either because it still looks better than some of the low-budget animated series that premiered last year, like Tamayomi Baseball Girls was extremely low budget. So from a visual standpoint, it gets the job done because anytime the 3D animation was far away, it didn't look that bad, but when it was in the medium shot, it looked bad, and it kind of kills a bit of the immersion and fun because I want to see this anime to see some badass wave surfing. Not see some badass wave surfing and then be thrown them back being like, wait, this doesn't feel like a guy surfing the wave. It feels more like a plastic toy surfing the wave. And that's the type of feeling that, at least to me, I don't think would be the best feeling to feel in one of these type of animes. So that's why I can't really give it my highest marks from a visual standpoint. And saying that, there were some positives. Pretty much the 2D animation was well drawn for the most part. So I'll give it credit for that. And especially Tanaka's excitement at the end of the episode was fun to see. And at least the artwork was on model whenever it was just 2D animation. So there were positives here. And aside from that, voice performance is really solid from start to finish. Now, from a script standpoint, I enjoyed it. It was actually really nice getting to see slowly get into wanting to surf. That was actually enjoyable. So that when he actually surfed, it was really monumentous. And saying that though, it kind of does have like a few sequences where characters are lacking logic though. You would think, show a guy that has a lot of experience in surfing would be like, maybe it isn't a good idea to have this guy that doesn't know how to swim surf, you know? Because now I think about it, I was like, no, literally, our boy could have died. If it would have been a super powerful wave, he would have been dead, potentially, if he would have been separated from the other boys. Yeah, the chances of that are low, but it's the wild. Nature doesn't give a shit if you're prepared. If you can't swim or you can't do a certain thing when there's a disaster, you are fucked. So that's just some of the things that keep me from giving it like the highest possible grade when it comes to its script, but it was enjoyable though. I do gotta compliment it on its good qualities because it did have some things that were promising here and there. But I can't ignore its flaws though because then it'd be kind of yeah, I'd be disingenuous and I'd be like, yeah, it had no flaws. No, it did. And but in saying that, there was some humor. Like Tanaka's friend, whenever he was aiming for other chicks, was pretty hilarious. And I do like Sho's charisma, where he's a transfer student, yet he's willing to take time out of his day to teach Tanaka how to swim. I thought those sequences were sweet. And then seeing Tanaka's sister go all gaga over the new transfer student was actually hilarious. So there were nice bits of character dialogue here and there. And another thing I do like is it does show you that there's going to be high stakes because it does mention that there's going to be an international stage when it comes to surfing. So those are a lot of the positive signs I did like from the episode. And that's why I have to rate it at least a little bit above average at a 5.5 out of 10. But I just had to mention some of the things that I wasn't too fond of though, so that y'all understand my stance. And if for any of y'all wondering, yes, I will be definitely reacting to episode 2, of course, because I did like episode 1. I just hope that episode 2 is the episode that can be the one that extremely, extremely impresses me in every single regard. But overall, it was enjoyable, and I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do next. But, anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later if you come back for more, because I am definitely going to be reacting to episode 2. But anyways, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.